Dang, starting out hot. But Modern Warfare 2019 has seen maybe the largest resurgence of an older COD game that at least I've seen in a minute, and that is because it has gone on a huge sale. This game is only for $6 on Steam currently, which is maybe the biggest sale a COD game has ever seen, at least digitally. And with this resurgence, it sparked a lot of debate in the COD community, and I didn't realize how polarizing this game was, because there is a lot of people who say this is the greatest COD game of all time, or at least the best modern COD, and every COD after it is terrible. Or there's people that say that this is the worst COD of all time and the reason for modern COD's downfall. So why not revisit this game and give my thoughts on it around 7 years since this game's release, and probably about like 4 years since the last time that I played it. And for me, through this COD, this is the game that really brought me back to the franchise and turned me into a casual fan of the franchise to somebody who has followed it ever since this game. Where previously, I didn't really play Call of Duty a whole lot, at least the multiplayer side of things. I would mainly hop on, play the campaign, maybe play like the side modes, like special ops or whatever, but I was never really that great at COD multiplayer. And you could probably say that I'm still not, but I have at least gotten better at it and gotten to the point where I actually got Damascus in this game, the first Call of Duty that I actually got the mastery camo in. And this is debatably the hardest mastery camo to get in any recent Call of Duty. And it's one of the main reasons why I really got into this game. The camo grind was extremely satisfying to do. It felt very rewarding, and with the way that this game is, like its whole color palette of being this like gray and beige, it really made Damascus stand out a lot more and really garner the appeal of a mastery camo. Like, you can see somebody holding it from across the map and be like, okay, yeah, they got the mastery camo on. And everybody's sniping this game, so why don't I do it? Oof. And while we're talking about the looks of the game, something I think that gets universally praised about it is the graphics, where people think this is some of the best graphics that we've gotten in Call of Duty in a long time and still hasn't been replicated. And to me, I think it does look very good. I don't think the graphics are anything groundbreaking, but the lighting and everything is very good. Like I said, the camos really stand out, or at least the mastery camo does. And I just think overall it is consistent in how it looks. Like, you can just go outside here and get an insane view of your mastery camo. Like, the light really shows off anything that it's trying to show off and keeps what's supposed to be in the background in the background. And overall, I think this game really keeps a consistent theming with its graphics and cosmetics, where you don't really see a whole lot of crazy skins going around. Like, everything's pretty milsimmy, I guess you can call it, where it kind of just stays somewhat realistic. There's some goofy skins out there, some crazier looking skins, but nothing like too insane. Like, I got probably one of the crazier skins on right now, where like my dude's wearing all red, but nothing goes like too insane with it. Where I normally don't have like a problem with those crazier skins. I really don't care that much, but it does make it feel a bit more uniform in this game. Oh, and speaking of goofy skins, look at this motherfucker. Come back here. Let me see your fits, sir. Oh, look at this. The white camo and whatever the fuck is going on his head. He's got the one bang going on. Like, what the shit are you wearing? But also, this is the same game where we had like, what, Billy from Saw. And we had all those other crazy like Halloween skins. I don't know. I'm trying not to look at this game with rose tinted glasses, but it's a little difficult when this is basically the reason how I got my start on YouTube after doing YouTube for 14 years up to the point of this game coming out, and this being the reason to finally get off the ground really paints this game in a different light for me. But I'm trying to look at it objectively and remember back to my criticisms of the game then, what I disliked about it when I was playing it more actively, and how does it hold up now. What I really remember back then is we didn't really have like this map here, like TV station and all that. there was really no maps in the game at all. And a lot of them didn't really play very well in the 6v6 format. The only two maps that were like worth playing were like Gun Runner and Hackney Yard. I remember being very frustrated with it, trying to play anything that was outside of Search and Destroy, and just being upset that the maps just were not that great up until Shoot House was released. I think Shoot House kind of saved the game for me, but also that's a reason a lot of people don't like this COD, because of Shoot House and Shipment being the only maps that felt like people would play. And that guy just stunned it on me. Let me see this. Knock that off. But speaking of maps, in Shoot House and Shipment, the two games that were consistent to get fast gunfights and everything, they don't even have a playlist for that right now. We have Quick Play, Ground War, Gunfight, 1v1 me bro, and What Objective? Is it in here somewhere? Realism, Mosh Pit, Hardpoint, Cyber Attack, Infected? Nope. So you just have to lobby shop if you want to get a map with somewhat faster gameplay. Oh, I forgot about these little intro cinematics for the maps. They had these in Cold War a bit too. These are sweet. Adds to the immersion. Also what adds to the immersion is having the nuts on the tip of my gun. Look at them dangle. Woo! Oh, the RA225. What the hell is that? Wait a minute. Do I have guns in here that I don't have Damascus?
Allied cluster strike inbound.
Is that Nikolai? I think what is really carrying this game in a lot of people's minds is that it came out during lockdown and everyone was just inside playing games. You know, I had all the boys on Call of Duty for the first time basically ever. And we were on here basically every day playing like Search and Destroy, running Domination on like Shoot House. We were playing Warzone. And I feel like that definitely leans into my opinion of this game, because obviously I was having a good time playing with all my friends constantly. We're all having a good time on the game. And since this game, I've really played most COD games like somewhat solo. Like I haven't really had that experience on COD since then. I really don't think there's been a COD since this where it's really been like that. Even Cold War coming out the next year, a lot of people were just like turned off by it, even though I absolutely love Cold War. One of my favorite games in the series, in the franchise. The game that got me into zombies. I would have never picked that up if I didn't play this game. But I think around when Cold War came out is when the conversation around SBMM really kicked off, and a lot of people were not happy about it. I think it was probably similar to this game in terms of like SBMM, but nobody really cared about it during this game's life cycle because just everybody was playing COD and having a good time. Like even like the outer reaching gaming community, where like, you know, normally the conversation around Call of Duty is negative, like, oh, you know, that's just a slop game that is the same every single year. You know, if you're ever around people that play games regularly but don't play COD, they usually have a negative opinion of COD. But when it came to Modern Warfare 2019, it felt like it was a lot more like wide reaching, where like people outside of the COD community actually had a decent opinion on it. Like there was a positive outlook on this game and saying like this was a return to form. This is like the best Call of Duty in however many years. And there really wasn't like the whole lot of like people dunking on it like there usually is with COD. Like it was just universally loved from what I remember. Like obviously there's gonna be people that criticize it, but for the most part it was like overwhelmingly positive. And I kind of feel like they might have tripped and fallen into that reputation. What was that gun I saw get unlocked? Was that like a Vanguard gun or something? That's also a big issue a lot of people had, was this game was connected to every single game to come after it up until a certain point. And it just really beefed up the size of this game. Still downloading it today, it was like 200 something gigs. And that's because it still has like Warzone, the OG Warzone connected to it. Wait a second. The dual Kadochis only have level 6. Is there no camos on this? Oh shit. We have camos to get. All right, well, let's see if we can get any camos for a melee weapon in this day and age. Oof. Come here, Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roh. Why am I better with melee weapons in this game? Ooh, until we run into the 725. That thing was a menace. People just throw slugs on that, throw a scope on it, sit in a corner with a claymore, and just have a day. But so far, I've only really played on like DLC maps. They'd be wise to not put me on Azure Cave. Ain't nobody want to see that shit. Or Piccadilly for that matter. Two of probably the worst maps ever. Oh yeah, I forgot how disgusting I was with a melee weapon in this game. Well, throwing knife too. It doesn't hit as hard as a Tommy, but it's still satisfying. We unlock dirt, baby. Joe Dirt. Oh. Oh, we got a VTOL ready to go. These things used to be dastardly. Let's call it in. Help me out, big dog. Neon pink. I think that's another thing. Every camo outside of the masteries was not very good. But when you got to the masteries, they were amazing. It really made them stand out a lot more. Also, I am disgusting with a melee. Hello? 48 kills? 48-19, yeah. Keep a gun out of my hands. And I forgot we need to hit a certain level with the weapon to even start those camo challenges. So we just need kills. Kills while injured, which is annoying. Kills from behind. Oh. More just kills. Kills while crouching. And couldn't even see the last one. Ramaza. Goated search map. Something that's really standing out to me though, in this game compared to like what we got now in BO7, is that BO7 just has way more content. Like the most content I've ever seen in a COD game. Maybe the most content ever. Like we are getting, I don't even know how many zombies maps. We're having an event basically every single week. There's an insane amount of multiplayer modes. There's an entire third mode with endgame. But I feel like the initial like perception of the game was game bad because BO7 coming out right after BO6 and everyone's like, oh, it's Call of Duty 48 coming out. And on top of that, the campaign wasn't too great. Where this game is a complete reset of the COD franchise, basically. Like, we're just like, all right, new Modern Warfare. And this game's campaign was really good. Like, what other campaign can you flashbang a baby in? And for whatever reason, even if people don't really, like, play COD a whole lot, a determining factor in them getting the game is the campaign. Because COD has had some legendary campaigns, some amazing stories, and that seems to be a main selling point for a lot of people, even if they only ever play it once and never again. And that seems to be like what a lot of reviews on the game are based on as well. And while I do wish that we had more enjoyable campaigns, like honestly, BO6's campaign was pretty good. MW2 campaign was pretty good, but MW3's campaign, haven't played it personally myself. Haven't heard good things about it. And BO7's campaign, not that great. Like it's like if the game don't have a good campaign, people will really quickly glance at like the IGN rating for the game. Be like, oh, the campaign's not good. It got this rating. I ain't getting it. Which is like fair, you know, but also I feel like it's such a small part of the game that it taints the view of every other mode inside of the game if the campaign's not good. Oh, no way. The Holy Land, or maybe even hell itself. We are on shipment. Now is the time to get some progress. Ooh! Oh no, that was not nearly long enough. Oh, that's what she said. I feel like we got decent progress there. We at least got Red Tiger. Okay, now we can start working on every camo challenge. 3 kills without dying. This is where the camo curse always came into play. But the cool thing about this compared to other camo grinds in newer games is that once we get all these done, I'm pretty sure we just get every mastery camo. St. Petrograd. Oh, fuck. I'm pretty sure back in the day when I was playing a lot of hardcore, I got team killed by some dude speaking Mandarin on this map. And with the little Mandarin that I know, I told him, "Cho ni ma." And he did not like that. And you know what? I'll say it. Not a big fan of emotes in COD now. Bring back gestures. Let me do some of this. Maybe one of these. Let me look at somebody with it. Ugh. I'm too gross. I'm pretty sure the way double kills still works, or at least for camo challenges in this game, is that I get a kill with anything. And as long as the second kill, where I get the double kill, is done with the weapon I need the challenge on, it'll count for whatever weapon I'm doing. So that's sweet. I remember always getting questions about like if the throwing knife counted during like melee kill camo challenges, just because I would use it so often. In my opinion, it should. But I just use it because you got no other long range option to defend yourself while using a melee. There we go. We're starting to stack up the camos now. A lot of these games aren't even going to like final score. Like we're not hitting 250 or 200 on any of these. They're going until the time runs out. And this is on one of the better maps. This is Gunrunner. So that really shows how large these maps are compared to how many players are on them. And we're getting there. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Just need 3 enemies without dying 2 more times. I'm gonna throw this bad boy on. But we really need kills while crouching, a lot of them. Definitely enjoy the quality of life change of not needing to level the weapon up to do camos. Ooh, some Cheshire Park with the Pied Piper statue here. This is literally just Shattered Veil in one image. 3 enemies without dying is all done. Crazy how that's the easiest one and crouching is the hardest. I feel like my sliding kills are definitely not counting. Shoot house? I've been playing for about 2 hours now. This is my first shoot house game. Oh, I'm home. And I'm home alone. Waited for him to look. Whoa, what is that spawn? Spawning right behind that dude? Unfortunate for him. One of my favorite things is when people would just sit here in mid. And I could just walk up and get free kills on them while they're mounted going for their long shots or whatever. And honestly, would not mind too much if mounted kills came back. I know that sounds sacrilegious, but I'd rather do that than anything based off of what someone else is doing. But for the love of God, do not bring back those long shot kills. We need to get like 200 something in this game. Oh, the headshots are brutal too. This whole grind was brutal. I think there's like fucking 4 launchers minimum. Oh, and I forgot about Obsidian. Obsidian was such a good idea for a camo, like a challenge, but did not look very good at all. And insane to go for without a shoot the shit playlist. Still not even halfway there on crouching kills. Jeez. Might get double kills done first. That's really the only thing holding us back. That and like a few more kills from behind. All right, just for fun, we'll take a peek at Azure Cave and not back out. Ooh. And we are rewarded for our efforts. That's a double kill. This map looks beautiful though. Always blue skies and sunny in Modern Warfare. That's how it's always going to look in the rose-tinted glasses. Another double. Ooh, one of the better topo camos. And honestly, on some of these worst maps, we might actually have a better time getting camos done. Because maybe the people that know better or the people that don't care to lobby search or lobby swap to get a map that they want will be easier for us to get kills on. And even though this map is ass, it is kind of nostalgic. It's honestly crazy how fast time flies. It does not feel 7 years ago that this game came out. And we are getting a lot of double kills now. Azure Cave has blessed us. Ooh, more doubles. We are racking up the doubles this game. Azure Cave, new meta. Ooh. Love to see it. And a guy spawned right on top of me. Thank you, game. So glad I didn't back out of this. I was so close to doing it. Damn, still lost. But when it comes to camo grinding, we won. 9 out of 10 on our last 2. 1 more crouch kill. 4 more doubles. Okay, that should be our last crouching kill. We literally just need doubles and we're done. But now that I put that out there, camo curse is aware. No more camo curse. Not in this day and age. Not happening. Oh, that's gold! Really? I thought it said I had way more double kills to do. But that turns out it was it. Okay. I feel like that's wrong though. I also feel like it might not give me the camo if I back out, so I'm not going to do it. Weird that it didn't show Damascus though. Or Platinum. I thought they all popped up. You know what? To reward ourselves, we're sniping the rest of this game. Oof. Ooh. That stun is crazy though. The stuns are so strong in this game. Oh, hit marker? You gotta be fucking me. Bullshit. We got slapped in that one. Is it gonna show me my Damascus though? Only gold? Did we get Damascus though? Camo. Completionist. Gold, platinum, Damascus, baby. Let's go. Our first Damascus and I don't even know how long. Let's go take a peek at it. Look how just saturated the Damascus is on this. That's what I'm talking about when I say that is just the color palette of every map is beige and gray, and then you pull out the Damascus and it just shines right through. Oh, it is beautiful. That looks so good, especially on this blueprint, dude. I wonder if it's the blueprint actually making it shine like that, because this is beautiful. Nope, it looks like it's still just that vibrant. Oh my god, Damascus is such a good mastery camo. Honestly, I feel like there's too many animated camos out there, and although I love the amount of camos and stuff that we get in events, it's almost oversaturated to the point where no camo really stands out too much. Like, it doesn't make the special ones feel special, but I feel like, I don't know, I'd go back and forth on it. Like, I like having all the options, but also it doesn't feel like you got the mastery camo when you got it, you know? But overall, coming back to Modern Warfare 2019, it's still very nostalgic. The game is all right still. Like, it's definitely not as good as I remember it being, but it's still fun. I feel like for the next Modern Warfare game, if they went more in the direction of what Modern Warfare 3 was in terms of gameplay and everything, but maybe used like the Modern Warfare 2019 kind of visual style and overall like feel of the game, or like the visual feel of it, I feel like that would do fantastic, because it was a huge letdown going into MW2, where if it didn't look the same, it didn't feel the same gameplay wise, and it just felt like very slow and like camper friendly. Like any sort of movement option you had felt like you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. But I wouldn't mind each individual installment of COD feeling very different from the next again. Like I want Black Ops to have its own feel. I want Modern Warfare to have its own feel, and then give Sledgehammer their own game instead of letting them just take whatever the last year's game was and, you know, get rid of all the stuff that people don't like. Because I really feel like they got shafted with having to do Vanguard. Let them do Infinite Warfare or something like that. Or just a whole new IP. But I think that's a good spot to end it for today. So thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate your love and support, and I will see you in the next one. Later.